Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back again with another video. Hi, my name is Karabo. If you don't know me, if you're coming back for another video, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. In today's video, I think you can tell by the title that we will be talking all things business, and I will be essentially telling you guys more about my business, how I got into it, and what I've learned, what are the challenges, and just giving you guys advice if you do want to get into business. So I don't want to waste too much time. Please don't forget to click on that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that you get a notification every time I post. And don't forget to subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Also, please share my videos so that more people can also get to know more about what I'm talking about today. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let's go straight into the video.
It's amazing, purely amazing. Ooh,
Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear sounds. My child is literally outside. But yeah, so I wanted to just have like a chit chat. Guys, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Hi guys. So in today's video, I wanted us to just have a chat about my business. I did say that I want to start putting out more content that is like business related. I think I'll start off the video by introducing my business. So I started an e-commerce business. It's called Beyoutiful with Karabo. However, it didn't necessarily start as an e-commerce platform. It really started off as a, I don't want to, should I say beauty salon? Because when I started doing business, it started, I think, probably 2019, right? It started 2019, and I started doing nails. I started teaching myself how to do nails at the time. I was already really good at doing hair. So yeah, I remember just being in the house. I really couldn't do much at the time because my child was still very small, so I was not really like prepared to leave her. And even if I did, like, there was no one here at home that would have like was around to stay with her because my mom was working full time. Anyway, so I needed to kind of find like something to do, and also to help me generate income at the time. So I just asked myself, like, what am I good at and what do I like doing? And at the time I was already doing my own hair, and I had recently started learning how to do my own nails. So I thought, okay, let me start doing nails and hair. Let me find a way to monetize it. And I remember it was December at the time, so I think, God put that idea in my head like at the right time, because I got really busy very quickly. I couldn't even believe it. I could not believe how quickly like everything was happening. I had like clients every single day. And that really was the beginning of my business life, for lack of a better word. But like, that was where me starting a business started in 2019. And then I think after some time that kind of blew off, because there was just a lot of challenges with like doing hair and nails and stuff, especially because I was still like a beginner. So there was a lot of challenges with it, and I was kind of like, and also I think at the time, because I had like serious back issues after giving birth, I just like, it was too much. So I kind of took a break. I'm gonna need you guys to donate a new phone for me, because the one I currently have is giving up on me. The quality may have changed because I had to stop. My phone was just doing stuff, so I'm not even sure where I was in my previous like video before this one stopped. But I was telling you guys about how I got into business. And yeah, so when I So it started with the nail and hair, and then I put a stop to it for some time. And then I had to figure out another way to kind of get back into it. But I knew this time that I didn't necessarily want to focus on dealing with like doing hair, like physically doing stuff. I knew that I wanted to establish myself in the business industry, but not necessarily like being like, I wanted the hair thing. I still wanted to do it, but I didn't want to be the one who was doing everything because it was a lot for me at the time. So the plan there was to just have my own salon and just have it running without me actually, like me just being the brains behind all of it. Anyway, I knew that was going to take some time and I needed capital for that. So then I started selling online, right? And at this time, I'm selling on Facebook more than anywhere else. So at the time, I then turned the Instagram that I turned it into a business account. And yeah, so that's how the e-commerce started. It started on Facebook, and the wildest thing is actually I actually started selling bonnets, right? No. 2021, I started selling mini bags. Let me actually show you guys. I started with mini bags. These were my very first mini bags. I remember there was a black and white one, a cow print one. That was the first bag that I sold, and it went crazy. Like, everybody bought it. And then I got these ones, right? And at the time, honestly, I didn't know what I was doing. I was literally trying it out, and it worked. Like, it worked. And I think that is pretty much the basis of this entire video. Basically, I wanted to, I guess, let you guys in, or like, I've realized, I actually didn't even know this, right? But since getting back to business, and like I've been doing a lot of research obviously for my own business and like in my own capacity, because of like just where I'm trying to take my own business. And with that, I kind of realized that there was a gap in or like, a lot of people don't really know where to start when it comes to starting their own business. And I mean, I don't know why I didn't click, because I also didn't know anything in the beginning. And I think I also take advantage of how much I know now, because of the fact that I didn't know anything in the beginning. So I kind of still feel like I don't know much, but then I go online and I realize like there's actually a lot of things that a lot of people, like a lot of information that people are not like privy of, or like they are not aware of. And I thought maybe my story could also help somebody else who was maybe in the same position that I was in, to kind of be able to, like, you know, start their business. So I guess wanted to give a few tips to people that are now wanting to start a business and they don't know where to start, or they don't have capital to start the business. I just want to tell you guys that I did it with like a little less than 2,000 rand at the time, or maybe like, I can't remember like how much money I spent, but I know it wasn't that much, right? So I'm gonna break it down in a bit. But before I do that, guys, I do want to introduce my business, and then we'll get back into like the other, like, and then I'll get into the video and tell you guys more about how I started it and what I did, and like tips and tricks on how you can start your own business, and so on and so forth. I'll be right back. Let me just get my bags and show you guys. So like I said, I started with mini bags. That's where everything started. And then now these are my new babies. These are my new babies. I love them so much. They are so much bigger than these ones. As you can see, these you can actually put your phone inside. You can, like, they're very spacious, but they're still very compact, so they're still not like a lot, you know what I mean? And oh, I forgot, there's another one. I'll be right back. Okay, These are in white. This is the white one. They are in nude, and there's a green and a black one. They are retailing $250 at the moment. Let me just show you guys the white one properly. This is the white, right? And then these ones, honestly, these are running out very quickly, so I don't think I'm gonna have a lot left. But then we have these ones. These are gorgeous. I love them so much. They also have like a lot of space inside. I have it in this color, and I also have it in the black. It is amazing. Like, I love them so much, and I love that these ones actually have like a strap, like 2 different straps, so you can have it like this, or you can just like, you know. So yeah, that is, wow, okay. So that is beautiful with Karabo. That is like what I am currently busy with right now. Please follow my business if you are interested in any of them, or if you'd like to refer someone else to buy them, or if you'd like to buy them for someone else, DM me on Instagram and we will take it from there. All right, and now we can get into the crux of the video. Guys, it's so hot. I'm sweating. Okay, I am sweating. It's so bad. But anyway, so I wanted to basically give you guys tips and tricks on how to start a business, and where you can source your stuff, where you can source your products, and so on, right? I'm also adding a jewelry line to my business right now, which I'm very excited about. I'll try and like put a picture up to show you guys the bracelets that I'm still waiting for. I'm very excited. But yeah, so what is the first... Oh guys, I'm suffering with this phone. If you guys keep seeing like my angles changing, please just know it's because I'm suffering with this phone. And at this point, I even want to stop filming because I'm so frustrated. Anyway, let me put these here so that you guys can see them. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys, I wanted to give you guys tips on how you can start your business, where you can source your products from, what to do, and just like how to go about it. And okay, never mind, I don't like things on the background. Okay, so the first things first, you need to think about what type of business you would like to get into. If I'm going to focus mainly on acquiring products, so on e-commerce, let me say I'm going to focus on e-commerce, not necessarily like how to start and like any other business outside of that. But if you are interested in starting an e-commerce or an online business, I am going to give you guys, I guess, tips and tricks on how you can get that started. All right, so the first step is to figure out what business you want to start, what business you are interested in, or let me rephrase that, what products you are interested in selling. Is it skincare? Is it handbags? Is it jewelry? Is it makeup? Is it hair? Is it what else? Shoes, clothes. The list is endless. You just need to figure out what is it that you will never get tired of selling. Like I said, I started with handbags, and then I gradually moved on from there. Well, not from the handbags, but like I started with mini bags and then I moved, right? And another thing that's really important is for you to find a gap in the industry that you want to go into, right? Or find a need, I guess. Yeah, find a need for the product that you want to sell. I remember when I started with my business, when I started with the mini bags, it was because I kept losing my purse, right? So back in the day, I think you guys will, before we had card holders, or maybe card holders were always around, but before I knew of card holders, I had this huge purse that had everything, my ID, my bank cards, everything. And when I lost it some other time, I got pickpocketed and lost everything. I was like, I never want to lose anything ever again. Like, I never want to lose my purse again. So I stopped carrying big bags from that moment. And I remember thinking to myself, I need something like compact, something I won't lose, something that will always be like next to me, something I won't forget, you know, something somebody cannot come in and like pickpocket. Like, you can't pickpocket me with this thing, you know what I mean? So that's how the idea with the mini bag started. And I thought, mini bag, right? And that's how it started. So you also kind of need to get an idea of like what you want to sell and a need for that thing to be sold. And also it must be something that you're not going to get tired of. I think I already mentioned that, right? And then the next thing that you have to do, once you figured out what you want to do, the next thing you want to do is go on Alibaba.com, right? Because that's where I source my products. You go on Alibaba.com and you look for suppliers. How to get a supplier is a long, well, it's not, but like we'll discuss that on, no, actually, yeah. You can hit me up if you'd like to know more about that, right? But yeah, then you go on Alibaba.com and you look for the product that you like. You find a supplier, a reliable supplier. It's very important that you find somebody reliable. And you know, a tip on finding like a reliable supplier is to make sure that the supplier is verified on Alibaba. One. Secondly, you need to make sure that the supplier has been there for about more than maybe 5 years or like 3 years, but like the company, the manufacturer must have had like more people before you, so that you know that this is not somebody who will disappear one day, right? And yeah, those are just like small tips for you to look at when you are looking for a supplier. The next thing that you want to look for is an agent. I think I have to close the window, guys, because my child. All right, so yeah, the next thing you want to do after finding a supplier and finding like somebody reliable is you need to find an agent, right? Finding an agent is also, it's not tricky, but yeah, you need to find an agent who will be able to ship your things from China to South Africa, right? And when they get to South Africa, the other tricky part is customs. I still haven't figured out how customs work, but I'm actually trying to like find my way around them. And it's not a big difference, but it's making a difference. Yeah, I can't share that like on the platform, but yeah. So the next thing you want to do is get a agent to ship your stuff, right? And then once you have an agent, so with me, because I ship my bags from different suppliers, right? And sometimes sorry about that. So I was saying, because I have so many different things that I sell handbags, I sell makeup, makeup brushes, I sell bonnets. I was getting all these from different suppliers, and I needed one agent to be able to ship those things to me, right? So then what I would do is find someone on Alibaba who is a freight agent. I think they call them freight agents on Alibaba, yeah. That then ship your things for you, right? But what they usually do is for instance, my agent uses FedEx, right? And he's quite quick. Like, that guy is so efficient. It's just that it's a little expensive, but like that guy is so efficient, and like he's really good, right? So then he will send you things here, and then when they get here, they'll obviously go through customs. Customs is very tricky for everyone. Like, even if you buy things on Shein, you know that like yeah, customs are tricky. But I even think Shein is better because at least they know you're not buying them to resell, you know, or like it's usually for personal use, right? But on Alibaba, they know most of the people that buy on Alibaba are buying for reselling. So the what's this, the custom is always like very high. For instance, like last year, I'll make an example with last year when I bought my bags. I think I had bought about 50 bags. It wasn't just bags, it was bags, it was bonnets, it was card holders, it was a lot of things. And I think my customs were 2.8. I paid 2.8 in customs. That does not include shipping. Yeah, so that was a lot of money, but that was because it was a whole lot of things. When you are buying, like, for instance, if I'm only shipping brushes only. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because there's noise, and I'll be back. Guys, I have like so many distractions. This is not how I even saw this video. Like, I'm losing my train of thought. Anyway, what was I saying? I think I was mentioning, you guys, I forgot. Customs. Yeah, back to customs. Customs is always like quite tricky, especially if you are bringing things into the country for reselling. You always pay a lot of money. And yeah, I was saying, if you are, for instance, only shipping, I'll make an example. Maybe let me say makeup brushes, and it's only makeup brushes, right? Your customs are not going to be like ridiculous because it's just one thing, right? Mine, I think last year was so ridiculous because it was like a variety of things and different prices. Also, your pricing plays a role. Sorry, your pricing plays a role on like how much customs you are going to be paying for. Cool. Once you pay for your customs, then the products get delivered to you, right? And then another thing that you need to focus on now that you have your product, or while you are waiting for your products, because they do take time. Mine recently took 2 weeks. Another thing that I wanted to mention actually is the comparison to me receiving my things now compared to when I started. When I started, I remember like the very first time I started in 2021, not the very first time, but like, yeah, the very first time I ordered from Alibaba, it was in 2021, and at the time I really didn't know what I was doing. So I remember I ordered like, I think maybe 20 or even 15 brushes at the time, because I didn't want to make a big order and then not know what to do with it. And at the time I did not have a plan. I just knew that I wanted to sell makeup at the time, but I really didn't have a plan on how I was going to do it. So I started with like very small brushes at the time. I remember they also sold out a lot because a lot of people at the time were learning how to do makeup or how to do their eyebrows. I was also learning. I didn't know much about it, so I ordered these small brushes, right? And I didn't order a lot. I think I ordered like 15 or whatever, I don't remember. And at the time, actually, now that I think about it, shipping was not that expensive. I paid less than 2 grand, and I don't even remember like how much like the entire order was, but I spent less than 2 grand. I don't know, I remember that much. And I remember the customs were about 600 or 400, something like that. They weren't as crazy. So in my mind I thought, this is like not bad. The next time I order, well, man, this is maybe fast forward 3 years later, because after that I didn't do anything for some time, and then I went back again like fully now in 2022, last year or last year, I'm not sure, or 2021. And when I started with the mini bags, so even with the mini bags, when I started with 30 bags, right? And I don't remember how much it was, but maybe they were about 2.5. I don't remember how much the shipping was. I don't really remember like the actual amount, but um it wasn't that crazy at the time, right? But now fast forward, and obviously I wasn't buying a lot, but because of demand, then I increased my stock. And obviously when you increase your stock, you're paying more. Like I think I was paying close to about what, like overall 10 grand, like for my biggest order or something. Yeah, I think my last order was a little about 10 grand, right? But that's not what I started with. I started with literally less than 3,000 and built up from there. So the only problem for me was when I started, because I didn't really have an idea of what I was doing. I was like a little all over the place. For instance, I really struggled with reinvesting back into my business. So I would make profit, and I really don't know what would happen to the profit. Like I would make profit and it would just disappear, and then I would have to restart from scratch with my own money. And that was like just very tricky for me. And I guess that's also like a tip that I'd like to give people. Just try and reinvest every single cent that you're making from your profits back into your business. It will save you, right? And yeah. And then yeah, I think what you want to do also is obviously create an Instagram account for your business and a Facebook account. Guys, I don't want to stress how important Facebook is. Like Facebook has actually done wonders for me in the beginning. Before moving to Instagram, most of my customers were from Facebook. Most of my stock was selling from Facebook. Facebook has what we call a marketplace where you can place your products there and they will literally sell themselves. And the Facebook business account is so much more efficient than the Instagram was. Well, for me, and I guess maybe for me because now, because I've figured that out and I've figured out like how to monetize my Facebook, I'm putting it to so much use and I'm seeing the results better than I was in the beginning. Or maybe it could be that in the beginning, even though I didn't know what I was doing, but I was so consistent posting on my Facebook that now it's a lot easier for me to like post and keep my business account going. So another tip is do not underestimate the power of Facebook. Never. Like I'm telling you guys now, Facebook, if you want to like really market your business, Facebook is the place. Instagram, yes, but I really find Instagram very slow. I find it very slow. Unless you boost your posts, which now when I boost my posts, I boost them from Facebook because I link my Facebook and my Instagram. So I'll boost them from Facebook and then they'll also show on my Instagram. And then that drives traffic to both of my profiles on Facebook and on Instagram. So that brings me a lot of traffic too. So that's very important also. Do not forget to start a Facebook account ASAP. I know a lot of people are like, oh, Facebook is so ghetto, Facebook is this, Facebook is that. Yeah, it might be, but if you are a business owner, you won't see Facebook like that. Like for me, as much as I'm on Facebook like most of the time, but at the back of my mind, it's always like my business, no matter how much traffic I'm getting on my personal account, I try to drive as much of it to my business account. Yeah, I should have actually written stuff down because I know I'm gonna forget a lot of things. And yeah, websites, you know what, I really, aside from just having a business website, I don't think it has helped me in that much. But I also think it's because I'm still like finding my footing. So I think a website is important when you want to what's this, put your, like when you want to be recognized a lot on Google. Like, so when, for instance, I'm looking for a green bag and I put green bag and I Google that green bag, our website is going to help, like it's going to help with that, right? So drive traffic to your business in that regard, like via Google. That's very complex. That's like a very, well, not really, but yeah. So websites, I would really recommend them, like not in the early stages of your business, but definitely once you have like established your footing, then definitely you can start working on your own website, because that's also like a not like it's not an easy thing to do. I use Equid Store for my business, and it's a very easy platform. Everything is already there for you. You just have to kind of like put things in order, but like it's very easy and it's free, but you can pay for it if you want to like get more, what's this, if you want to get more features from it, definitely then Equid is the store for you. And then what else? Marketing your business. You also need to figure out how you want to market your business. I've already shared how I market mine. So you also need to come up with like a marketing strategy that works for you. I remember when I started my business, a lot of things that did help was that I was sending my products to influencers for free, and then they would like give me a shout out. That drove a lot of traffic to my business, and honestly, it's one of the reasons why I was selling out as much as I was selling out. Right now, I haven't been using influencers a lot. I am selling out just based on like the work that I put in terms of my marketing. I only market my stuff online. I mean, word of mouth I think also helps, but like mostly everything that I do is online, digital. So I also kind of invest in my knowledge in terms of like digital marketing. So I'll do like short courses on how to market your business, and you know that will also help. I actually did like a Google digital course that also helps you just get an idea of like marketing, like digital marketing, even if it's just like basics. That will also help you. Another thing that we really need to understand is that when you're gonna start a business, or when you do decide to start your business, think of it as like, especially if like it's not, if you're not working, right, if it's something that you want to do full time, I think the word side hustle for me is the reason why my business was so slow. Well, it really wasn't slow, but the reason why I was not so consistent is because I thought of my business as a side hustle. It wasn't something that I thought of as like something that I'm doing every day. It was a side hustle, and not because it was a side hustle, but because I had this, like at the time side hustles were a thing, like everybody needs a side hustle. And it's only now that I realized like that idea kind of also determined how I would treat my business, because I treated it as a side business. I would have my own stuff going on and then like go to my business whenever, you know, it, I was not consistent in everything that I was doing. And that's just like the challenge that I faced in my own capacity, the fact that I wasn't as serious about it. But now, you know, now it's my business, like it's my baby. I need to pour into it as much as I'm expecting it to, like, you know, give me returns. And I'm starting to realize that your business will literally give you what you put into it, right? And I used to, like, back in the day, like I would get like a whole bunch of orders, and then there'd be a time where I'm not getting orders, and then I'm thinking, you know, I don't have time for this, I'm actually tired, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. Like when you are tired and you just feel like you're too tired to even like do anything for your business, it's like that's your work. You can't be tired for work, like you need to do it. And that's just how my mind, or like the way I look at things now, is that no matter what happens, whether I'm tired or not, I need to do something for my business, even if it's putting out 2 posts, even if it's research, right? Even if all I did for a single day is read an article or watch videos or something. But how I look at it is every single day I need to put in work. If I'm too tired, I need to put in something. But it's not like before where I feel like I'm too tired. Like, I remember there was a time, but then I was very depressed, and I think I've shared with you guys, I was very depressed and I couldn't do much for myself, and I couldn't do much for my business either. So I kind of like took a long break for no reason. Like, for no reason, I just took a long break, and I was like, and when I did that, my sales went down, everything kind of went quiet. And that's like, that makes it so hard when you want to come back to your business, because now people have forgotten about you because you spent the whole year not posting, right? So now, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, I think that also happened because I thought of my business as something that I could put aside and come back to whenever I wanted, instead of thinking of it as like something that I need to do every single day, whether or not I'm not good. Like, it's not going anywhere. And that's like how my mentality has now changed, and how I am so much better at it now. Like, now I can be the most tired person, but something for my business I will do. And I just want to encourage everybody to also kind of know that, like, when you do start something, know why you're starting it, know how far you want to take it, and don't start something if your intention is not for it to really grow and blossom and be like a thing, right? Don't start something as like, oh, I just want to see, right? Because that's how I started, and then I got overwhelmed when things started moving, right? And then when things stopped, then I felt like, oh well, I guess it's not working out, and then I sort of quit. I think the same with YouTube. That's what happened as well. I thought of YouTube as something that was like keeping me busy at the time, and then I just stopped. So I think it's also just very important for us to kind of like change our mindset with a lot of things, especially if we want stuff to succeed. So yeah, right now I'm really like at a point where I am really pouring into this baby that I birthed 5 years ago, or I don't know how long it's been. My entire mindset has changed regarding my business. Like, also my confidence in it has completely changed. Like, I don't doubt myself anymore. I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fail at this, or what if like I buy products and then they don't sell. Like, it's fine, even if it means you have to keep your stock for the whole year. But if you're putting out content, if you're putting in work, even if you're keeping your products or like whatever for 2 years, as long as you are working, it's going to pay out in the end. I recently, even with these bags, I recently got them, like I think I got them a week ago. I'm almost sold out, right? And also another important thing, when you are buying stock, especially in the very beginning, do not overwhelm yourself. I overwhelmed myself last year when I bought a whole lot of products, and then even though they were moving, but they were not moving at the rate that I wanted, I lost hope in my business and in myself because I had overwhelmed myself with products. So that's another thing that I necessarily don't want to like keep doing. But I mean, if you're a person who can handle all of that, then perfect. That's even great, because shipping things back and forth from South Africa is very expensive. From South Africa and China is very expensive. So if you want to make one huge large order and then know that you'll never order again, that's perfect. But that's not how I work. I just also, because I change my mind a lot with the things that I like, I could like these bags now, and then I'll see something else that I like that I would like to invest in, and then I would get that. So it just works for me to kind of track how much stock I buy and how much stock I resell and all of that. So if you guys would also kind of like to get into business and you would like some advice or whatever, you can come to my DMs. I want to start a consulting agency. It's not really a consulting agency, but I want to offer services where I can help people start their business, like start up, be it getting a supplier, be it getting an agent. I want to be able to assist with all of that. So if you guys would like me to do that for you, you can kind of hit my DMs, I will leave my handles below, and then we can talk more about how I can assist you in getting your business off the ground. I'm not sure if I covered everything, but if I didn't, I will kind of have another video and help you guys with more stuff. I think I'm just gonna end the conversation here because I'm so tired now, guys. I'm really exhausted. But yeah, that's it from me on starting your business. I hope that I dropped some gems that you guys are going to be able to take with you and start your business. And also another important thing, start now with what you have. Don't wait for you to say, oh, you want to have like this many followers on Instagram before you can start a business, or you want to wait until this or that happens. Those things will find you. Like the only consistent thing that has been in my life is my business. Like, I've had jobs, I've quit jobs, I've had so many things happen in my life. My business has always been there to kind of like catapult me. Like every time I quit like something and went back, I always had my business, like, to fall back on. So it's going to be like something that is helpful for you in the long run. Like, you're going to thank yourself for starting when you started, even if you fall apart or like you fall off while you're doing it. As long as you've started, you can always go back, you can always restart, rebuild, and go again. Like, you can rebuild and reinvest or like reinvent yourself so many times. It really does not matter, as long as you keep going, as long as you keep restarting, as long as you keep rebuilding and getting back up again. I promise you, it's going to be so worth it. I know even for me, I recently just got back to my business after taking a year-long break. It's not easy, but I can tell you it's so much fulfilling now. And I'm like, I don't know if I should say I'm glad I took the break, but the break helped me because my mindset is so much different now. My mentality is so much different now. I see things differently. I'm focused. Like, I'm more focused now. I'm more fired up now. Like, so yeah, I just want to tell you guys to don't be afraid of starting over. If this doesn't work, try something else. If that doesn't work, try something else. Don't ever be afraid of starting over, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. And also, don't beat yourself up when things don't work out. Like, you can always reinvent yourself at any point in your life. So yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say. That's it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and click on that subscribe button. Please share the video, and yeah, if you guys would like to know anything else, please just comment down below. And if you'd like me to assist you with getting your business started, you can definitely hit me up in the DMs, and then we can take it further from there. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.